Welcome to Time of Death. This video is for informational purposes only and in no way meant to glorify or condone violence. In today's video, we'll be discussing the murder of Reynaldo Barnes. Barnes, who went by Ron, was stabbed to death in the 700 block of West 131st Street in Compton at about 9:34 p.m. on Tuesday, August 19, 2008, according to LA County Coroner records. William J. Long was subsequently arrested and charged with the murder. The following is the evidence at trial. At approximately 9:30 p.m. on August 19, 2008, Ryan Price was outside of his home located on the 700 block of 131st Street in Compton. He was listening to music and talking on the phone with his best friend. Price's neighbor, the victim, Ron Barnes, who lived across the street from Price, pulled up in the car and parked it on the street. Barnes then walked up the driveway, past a car parked there, and toward the door of his house. Before he reached the door, the defendant, William Long, got out of a car parked in the street and began arguing with Barnes. Long then repeatedly pushed Barnes up against the car parked in the driveway. In response, Barnes yelled at Long, telling him to stop, to get away from him. Instead of backing off, Long pulled out a knife and started stabbing Barnes. Long first stabbed Barnes, who was at the time facing the car, in the leg. Barnes tried to get away by pushing at Long, but Barnes was only able to turn around. Long continued to stab Barnes in the leg and the side. He then pushed Barnes on the ground and, while straddling him with his legs, stabbed him in his legs, stomach, chest, and heart. As he was stabbing Barnes, Long repeatedly said, "You're the devil." Price then saw Long slice Barnes' throat. Long continued stabbing Barnes all over the place and over. Long continued stabbing Barnes as he lay on the ground. Price went over and attempted to hit Long with a pole to make him stop. However, Price was afraid that he was going to go to jail if he continued to hit Long, so he stopped. Deputy sheriffs pulled up while Long was still stabbing Barnes. They initially pointed their guns at Price. Price, however, told them that he was not the man they wanted. Pointing at Long, Price stated, "He's right there." The deputies then focused their attention on Long and ordered him to put down the knife. However, only after a deputy ordered Long to put down the knife for the third time did Long stop stabbing Barnes and set the knife aside. LA County Sheriff Detective Scott Fines is a homicide investigator and was one of the law enforcement officers assigned to Long's case. Fines was present at the scene of the stabbing when a criminalist recovered a Buck brand hunting knife with blood on it. Fine was informed by Dr. Juan Carrillo, who performed an autopsy on Barnes' body, that the cause of death was 92 stab wounds, some of which were lethal. In addition, it was Carrillo's opinion that the manner of death was a homicide. On March 12, 2009, the defendant filed a motion requesting the trial court strike his prior felony conviction in furtherance of justice. Long argued, among other points, that even without the 3 strikes prior conviction, he was facing a lengthy sentence. In addition, he asserted that although the current offense was violent, it involved the use of PCP. Finally, Long argued that the prior conviction had occurred over 15 years ago. The trial court denied the motion. At proceedings held on March 16, 2009, Long was informed that if he were convicted of the alleged crime and the special allegations were found true, he faced a sentence of 56 years to life in prison. Long, however, was offered a plea bargain under the terms of which he would plead guilty to voluntary manslaughter and admit the alleged prior conviction. In exchange, he would be sentenced to 27 years in prison. Long indicated he wished to make a phone call, and after he did so, he decided to accept the offer of 27 years. Reynaldo Barnes was 51 years old at the time of death.